Am I live? Hold on just a second. I do this every time. I'm going to do this every time. I'm going to do this every time. Hopefully, I have sound and uh, visuals. Hopefully. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. It's late. I know. I know. It's late. I might as well practice with y'all. It's this time of night. It's late anyway. Okay. Whenever we get somebody in here, hopefully they'll let me know if we have some sound and some visuals. If not, then go on, right? Okay. Yeah, I know I gotta get my little setup going before I get started. It's late anyway. I mean, if you're on the replay game, be patient. And I love you still. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. It is late. It's the pharmacy after dark. And what do I need to do? Shoot. Hold on. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Let me see. Okay. Okay. All right. We got Almanize up in here. Almanize. Can you let me know if I have sound and visuals? I'm always scared about this. I'm shell shocked, girl. Let me know if I have sound and let me know if I have visuals. I think you can see me for sure. But I want to make sure y'all can hear me because I do be moving this stuff around, messing it up a little bit sometimes because I'm still rusty. Gotta make sure all my stuff laid out right. Okay. And if not, okay. Thank you, Almanize. Now we can feel secure in getting the show on the road. So let me rewind. Hold on, and then wait. Do my intro. Welcome, guys, to Pills, Potions, and Poisons with me in NAllenRx. This is the Pharmacy After Dark edition. Yes. What are we doing tonight? We're doing some Q&A. If y'all got some questions about anything, I am not your pharmacist, but I can answer some of these questions that y'all have been having that y'all are afraid to go and ask your doctors about because you don't ask your doctor any questions, okay? You just let them tell you, and then y'all come ask me to interpret what the doctor has told you. And that's perfectly fine with me because that's what they pay me to do as well. So I'm in NAllenRx. I'm a pharmacist, but I'm not here in a professional capacity. None of this is, not real advice unless you come into the pharmacy because I'm not your pharmacist. But we're going to do a little Q&A tonight. We're going to do a little Q&A. It's Saturday night. It's late. It's late. We're doing a late stream. Why are we doing this? Because someone challenged me actually. Right now, those of you who are here for the live stream, thank you and welcome. You're witnessing history because this is my third night in a row streaming. Yes. Give it up for your girl. I'm proud of me. So yeah, I'm here. I'm on. I barely made it, but I'm in here. Hey, let's see who we got to chat before we even get started on, some of this Q&A. I have a few things I'm going to talk about that people asked me beforehand, so I'm going to go over a little bit of that with you guys. And if any other questions that you may have, always drop them in the chat. And should I drop the link? Yeah, I mean, should I drop a link? I mean, I don't even know. I don't even know. Let's see. We got Almanize. Thank you. Top supporter of the channel. Almanize cat eyes. They are the same in my eyes. Thank you, Almanize. She's like, both sound and visuals are good. We got to check on that. She gives up. We got Ron Alexander. Thank you, Ron. You up late. Are you on the West Coast? Because it ain't late for the West Coasters. Because I was like, this could be a little bit late to be getting on here. It could be a little late. But I'm in Central Standard Time Zone. So those of you who are, I don't even know, is it Mountain and is in West Coast? What's the Pacific? Y'all know I don't know geography like that. I'm just saying. It ain't that late for them. It's probably like 9 or 10 o'clock, right? Right. Because when I was in Oregon, I used to be calling back home to Louisiana And they be like, girl, it's late. I'm like, it's just 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. They be like, it's late. Okay, but anyway, thank you for being here tonight, Ron. And Amana, she's recognizing Ron. Thank you. Ron says Lee can't say anything now. He can do that right there. Thank you, Lee. That's Ernie. He can't say nothing. I'm on here. And Amana, make sure you guys subscribe to her channel and subscribe to her channel because she's a huge supporter over here. I do appreciate you showing up in the chat over here, Amana. And y'all go ahead and subscribe to her channel as well. All right, guys. So tonight we in for a little Q&A. We're in for a little Q&A. Um, I actually was inspired to do this stream tonight by Nina Simone, as usual. These people, you know, guys, they send me some good content. Now, it's my fault if I don't, maximize on what I've been given, but they do send me, good stuff. And this kind of reminded me of like about, this is a couple weeks ago. I don't know if, have y'all ever experienced a nosebleed? Because my nose used to bleed all the time. I wake up in the middle of the night when I was a child. This gonna be a little gruesome. It's late though, and it is after dark. So we might talk about some things that are a little bit dark, like blood. Okay. My nose used to bleed. I'd be waking up in the middle of the night. I'm like, I'm asleep. Then I'm like, then it's like I'm tasting something. Then it's like, oh shoot, my nose bleeding again. I get up and I'm from Louisiana, and some of the practices that my people that they do is a little bit unconventional. The way that they try to stop nosebleeds, okay. And I have a clip from Tabitha Brown. Y'all know Tabitha Brown. Shout out to her. You know she doing her thing on IG, and she she was talking about how they used to, try to stop the nosebleeds where she was from. She's from North Carolina, South Carolina, something like that. We really don't consider those places the South, not the real South, but they have a lot of non-traditional Southern type practices where she's from as well. So I'm gonna let y'all hear what Tabitha what she said about how they, try to cure nosebleeds, right? But and then I'm gonna tell y'all what they used to do with me when my nose used to bleed all the time. Because my nose used to bleed all the time. We'd be on a road trip. We'd be, just I can't. I told y'all. I talked about spending the night the other night. I couldn't spend the night either because my nose used to be bleeding. I'd be waking up in the middle of the night. Somebody parent be like in an uproar because my nose is bleeding. Okay, my nose used to be bleeding. Okay, now let me see if I can get Tabitha up here where you guys can see her. Just one mama, please, because it's always work with me, bear with me. Hold on. Let's see. We're gonna add this. Boom. Okay. Wait, did I do full screen? Okay, well, let's zoom in. Zoom in a little bit. Let's see if we can zoom in a little bit. Uh-oh. Let's see. Tabitha. There she is. And y'all let me know if we have what is this? If we have the visuals and if you have the sound. Okay. I'm gonna play it. Let me know if y'all can hear it. So so what y'all think? Have y'all in the chat? Have y'all ever heard of that? Running keys down somebody's back to stop a nosebleed. That's crazy. But I have heard of it. After having so many. Oh, y'all didn't hear the sound. Oh man, let's see. Shoot. Dang. Okay. How can I get the sound? Oh shoot! Then I dropped my phone. Oh man. Let's see. Wonder why I didn't play the sound. Oh, shoot. Let me see. Let's try it again. Okay, I'm going to take it out. Hold on. Because y'all got to hear it. Dang. Let's see. Let me do it like this. Maybe I do that. Oh, shoot. Hold on. I say also share sound. I'm going to take it out one more time. I'm going to get it, y'all. Y'all know I'm rusty. It's late at night. We can practice tonight anyway. Y'all here for, the beginning. I can say y'all was like my day ones when they be like, who, when in the concerts, when they do like all the old stuff, I'm going to see who's day one. And I'm going to be talking about who was day one with me. And I'm going to be talking about y'all because y'all was here before I learned how to really stream right. Okay. Also share sound. Yes. Also share the sound. Share the sound, dang it. Okay. All right. Let's see.
Hello, we're back. So
What about now?
So when I was little, and Chance, okay,
She say when she
whenever
was little
somebody
and
got a
Chance,
bloody nose, they
whenever
would
people
take
got a bloody
keys and run them
nose,
down your.
let me know in the chat. Can you hear it now? I said share the sound. Anyway, if y'all can't. Okay, you good? You good? Okay.
Neck or in your back. No. Nick is saying nobody ever did that to him.
Wait a minute. You take a set of keys.
Because look, yes. So last week, Quest had his nose was running. We took the keys and ran it down the back of his neck, and that stopped the nose from bleeding. You ain't never did that. Have anybody else ever?
And
let me know if the chat if y'all ever heard that. Running keys down somebody's back to stop a nosebleed. Put a one in the chat if you ever heard of that.
Never will.
It worked. Google it. I bet it's in there. Anybody else know about them keys? And my granddad had a whole bunch of keys. He threw them things on my back of my neck, honey, to stop that nosebleed. Sure did. Put it in the comments if y'all know what I'm talking about.
Okay. I'm gonna play it one more time because I feel like I didn't play it right the first time. Let me know. And y'all let me know if y'all ever heard of this because this is crazy to me. But it's not crazy to me because, I'm going to tell y'all what they used to do with me because my nose used to bleed all the time and it just seemed like a bloody massacre. And my nose just bled recently, which is, I'm going to tell y'all about that too. But hold on, I'm going to play it one more time.
Hello, we're back. So
Shout out to
when I was little and Chance, okay, whenever somebody got a bloody nose, they would take keys and run them down your neck or in your back. No. Nick is saying nobody ever did that to him.
Wait a minute. You take a set of keys.
Yeah. Because look, yes. So last week, Quest had his nose was running. We took the keys and ran it down the back of his neck, and that stopped the nose from bleeding. You ain't never did that. Have anybody else ever?
Never will.
It worked. Google it. I bet it's in there. Anybody else know about them keys? And my granddad had a whole bunch of keys. He threw them things on my back of my neck, honey, to stop that nosebleed. Sure did. Put it in the comments if y'all know what I'm talking about. Hello.
Okay, y'all. Okay, so I was looking at some of the comments too. They say they never heard of it. And then they say they mom, some people say they mom still. Is that Shawnee O'Neal? Shawnee in the news right now. Grandmother did this to us. So some people have heard of it. Some people think that is country. And it is. It is. It is country now. It is. We doing it down here in the South. I say she never heard of it. Amanize, where you at? I thought you was from the top of the country. Maybe I'm confused. So they run the keys down your back. According to these people, a lot of them have heard of it. Some of them have not. I'm gonna tell y'all what they did. We used to do with me. They used to sometimes they put a cold ice pack on my nose, right? And then sometimes one time they were like, a brown paper bag. They would use that kind of fold it up and they would put that like in the top of my top lip. I don't know what that was gonna do, but be kind of annoying to me. Like they would put, it's just like you get a brown bag and then you fold it up, and then they would like put it across in a strip in the top of my lip. They didn't stop nothing though. But yeah, so I was got this and I said she from North Carolina. Okay, that's what Tabitha say she from South Carolina, somewhere down there. But y'all ain't the real South. I'm gonna just say it. Y'all ain't the real South. Y'all faking it, Amanize. Okay. Amanize say, I know about the paper bag. That worked. What's the mechanism of action? Because in Louisiana, they was putting the brown paper bag in my top lip. So I'm sitting up there like this, my lip like that. And my nose is bleeding. So this kind of made me think about a couple of weeks ago. They say nosebleeds come from just weak blood vessels in your nose, come from like dry air, heat, whatever, trauma. My nose, I feel like this is my feeling in my opinion. Sometimes when I'm angry, which this time I had some mess going on at work. Tell y'all what was going on at work. We had an employee who's no longer with us. She was new. She claimed to have had OCD. Well, at this particular moment, her OCD was causing her to take all of the money out of the drawer and turn all the bills, facing the same direction. Ain't nothing wrong with that. When I got my own money, I like to turn my bills the same way. That's what I do. I do that. People like to have their money organized. They have OCD. The problem with that for me was that she had been working there about a month. She never had any problems with the money being turned a certain way before that. On this particular night, this was the day when I was working 8 to 8. And sometimes when I work 8 to 8, not so good, not so good. That's a long time to work, especially, on like the first of the month. I work today. It's a busy day. You know, I have a lot of patience. I got the patience of Job. Okay. I have a lot of patience, but on this particular day, I wasn't having it. Sometimes I use my work phone to make personal calls. Whatever. I'm going to make them calls. I do the call list, but I also do my sometimes I have things I have to do. So I was, taking a call at this particular moment. I look over, I see someone has taken all of the money out of the register. Like she had all of the bills that were in the register were in her hand. I said, "Hey, what are we doing? Can you can you put that money back in the drawer?" you know, how the hell else can I say this? Can you put the money back in the drawer? She was like, "Girl, I have OCD." I said, whatever, whatever. Where's my phone at? I dropped it on the floor. She says that to me. I said, okay, well, just put the money back in the drawer. That's what I see. So I go back to, yeah, she tell this girl put this money back in the drawer. She got all the money out the drawer. So why is all the money out of the drawer? And I look over 2 seconds later, she's still doing this. I said, hey, can you go ahead and put the money back in the drawer? Because you can't have the drawer open like that. There's an alarm on there. I don't know if it's on alarm on there or not. I mean, it could be, could not be. Either way, put the money back in the drawer. Okay. That was the second time I see it. So I'm thinking like, I ain't gonna have to tell. See, a normal person, you don't have to tell them this again. You cannot have you working in a place like this. You can't be messing around with the registers. What's the procedure when you gotta to your head? Everybody's all set it off. You can't be playing with the money. Put it back. Okay. I'm gonna ask you nicely. Now, if I gotta tell you again, it's gonna be on. Do y'all know I had to tell her again? She still got the cash. She didn't take the coins. She didn't want the money that jingles. She wanted the kind that folds. She was messing with that. I got, my OCD, My OCD is finna get on your ass right now. Okay, that's what my OCD finna do. But still at work, I gotta be a manager. They want calling folks on So I'm like, hey, lady, by her name this time, because y'all know I gotta step into my big girl voice, my grown-up voice. Hey, can you go ahead and put it? I'm not asking this time. Go ahead and put the money back. Put the money in the drawer. It doesn't matter if it's all turned the same way or not. And well, I'm trying to turn my drawer. No, everybody's working out of all of them. You scan your badge. This is not yours individually. Shut up. Because you've been here working a month. and now your OCD is kicking in, whatever. I'm not listening to that. Okay, so she starts to put it back this time. But she's taking her sweet time, okay? She's taking her sweet time. She's doing one bill at a time. She's doing the ones, She's still. I'm like, if you were serious about counting this money and putting it back in there, you should be fast at that if that's what you're doing. She's still doing it. So at this point, I gotta go and get off the phone because I was on the phone. Okay, I'm like, golly, why you gotta be doing all that? You see him on the phone? Like your child at home. You see I'm on the phone. I'm on the phone. You see me on this phone. I said, hey, okay, I'm done. Put the money back in there now. Like, go ahead, however it's facing, go ahead and put it back in there now. Go ahead and put it back in there. What time you get off? Oh, I have about 10 more minutes. Okay, if you want to go ahead and leave now, you can leave now. We'll be fine. Are you sure? Just put the money back and go ahead and you can go home. Yeah, you can go home. We'll be okay. I don't care if you go to hell when you leave, but I need you to go ahead and go home right now because you upsetting me and my homegirl. And if you can't go to Bella Noche, then where can you go? Okay? You upsetting me and my friends. Put that money back in that drawer. So she finally went on, put it back in there. And then I got back on the phone. This was a long time ago. This wasn't recently. I told y'all, everything I tell y'all over here, it's old stuff. It's just old stuff that happened at work. So 2 seconds later, when the old stuff, I was like, I'm just, I'm taking a call in from another, from a doctor's office. And I'm writing, and then my nose I'm like, is my nose bleeding? Are you serious? When I say it was bleeding, my nose, like, it bleeds. Something like, when I was pregnant, my nose would bleed. And then, it stopped. And when I was a kid, it used to bleed. Then it stopped. And then, this as a grown person, recently, after like 10, 15 years, 10 years at least of not bleeding, it just started bleeding. I'm at work. So I go to the bathroom. I'm in there, they say, this is what they say. I'm like, do I need a brown paper bag? I'm like, do I need some keys in my bag? Like, I'm sorry for y'all who don't like to hear about these gruesome things like this, but it is Pharmacy After Dark. So we will talk about things that only, that occur in the night. Okay, so this is what it is, and this is the Q&A. If y'all don't have any questions, I'm just going to tell y'all about this anyway. Okay, so my nose is bleeding. It's bleeding. I'm like getting the tissue in the bathroom, I'm pinching the bridge of my nose because evidently that's supposed to make it clot. I'm like, I need to go get some over the counter, those little sticks things that they use to stop the bleeding. My nose, none of that was working. I'm in the bathroom. I went on lock the bathroom. I locked myself in there because you know how we can lock the doors. I'm like, I locked the door. It was a bloody massacre. I was like, oh my God. Oh my God, my nose was bleeding so bad. It was embarrassing. I don't know if y'all ever watched this other video I did on my channel about this girl who had a baby in the bathroom. I ain't had a baby in the bathroom, but my nose was bleeding so bad in that bathroom, like they was knocking on the door, like, hey, Stash, what's going on? Because they waiting on you out here. I'm like, they gonna have to wait. They're gonna have to wait. They're gonna have to wait. My nose bleed. I can't take. If I take my hand down, I gotta be putting something right back up on it because it's like, do you see this? I gotta clean this bathroom up. That's why I locked the door because it was bleeding so bad. And I'm like, they try to say that, your blood pressure being up like that doesn't make your nose bleed. It's like it got to be some kind of trauma. It got to be like the air is dry. It got to be you picking in it and making it bleed. These children will be doing stuff like this. Some grown people, they want attention. They might pick their nose and make it bleed too. That's crazy in my opinion, but they be doing it. Okay. Somebody else just bleeding and bleeding. I'm like, oh Lord, I'm in here. I'm in here about 30 minutes. I'm like, am I gonna have to go to the emergency room or somewhere? Because I'm losing a lot of blood in here. And it wasn't stopping. It wasn't stopping. They like, don't blow it. I couldn't help it. I know better. I'm the pharmacist. I know better. But I'm like, when it's you, It's like all that stuff that I know, it goes out the window. Cause I'm like, kid, I need this nose to stop bleeding at work. That girl pissed me off so bad, taking that money out the drawer. My nose was bleeding. I was upset. I had to tell her 4 times. I had to tell her 4 times. Hey, can you go ahead and put the money back in the drawer? Yeah, I got OCD. I got OCD. I don't care. I don't care. It's okay. It's okay. You have OCD. Put these people money back in the drawer though. Like, don't do that. Hey, can you go ahead and put that back? Then you gotta put it back. But then you gotta be like, oh, they gonna call the people on me, because they will call them people on you. They good for calling them folks on you. Calling people on me. Don't call them on me. Because I'm gonna tell them what you was doing. Then they still gonna probably try to find some way to like still write me up. Because it's like, well, in Allen, well, this is how you handle this. This is the standard operating procedure. This is proper protocol. Whatever. What is insubordination? Because she's being insubordinate and she ain't gonna be working here that long. Y'all need to get on my side. That's how I feel. She ain't gonna be here. I can tell y'all when they start working if they gonna stay or not. Yeah, I told y'all they be quitting in the middle of the night. When they work with me in the night. They work with me one night. The next time they be like, oh, where's Christina? That's me the next day. That's me. Where's Christina? Oh, you know, she quit. Really? I thought last night was a good night. I thought we had a good night. She's gone? Well, on to the next one. Yes. Harmonize. You know about the brown bag? What's the mechanism of action? How does that make your nose stop bleeding? Put in a piece of brown paper bag in your top lip. Tabitha Brown says, she says Dragon Keys. My daddy got a twin brother, his wife. She said that one time. I was like, what is the keys gonna do? I ain't let him put no keys on my back. Some of this stuff, I don't trust him. I got trust issues anyway. This is me at like 8. Don't put no keys in my back. I don't know what kind of, I don't know what this is about. Harmonize says, be sure to comment in the chat. Comment in the chat. We got a few ninja watchers on here. Y'all can comment. Y'all or not. Just keep watching though, because I need y'all support in any kind of way that I can get it. I'll take it. I'll take, your visuals. Just stay logged in until I get off. From me to you. So let me see. Let me drop this link just in case somebody want to come up here. Amanda says, I have no idea. Just wet and put a date. Yes. That's exactly what they did. That's what they did. They wet it and they folded it up into a little strip and they were like, well, put this up here. I'm like, I'm sitting up there with that. And meanwhile, I'm also like this too. I'm doing this too. Because I'm like, it's still bleeding. That's how it was at work. I should have put it brown. I should have done it. Because I'm like, this is not helping. They be like, don't lean back. Okay, I understand that you don't want to choke. But then you lean up and it's still, even though you're pinching the bridge, it feels like it ain't clotting. My nose was running through that. I'm like, I almost had went to prayer because I'm like, hey, I need this to stop. I got 3 more hours at work. I can't be in this bathroom no longer than this. These people finna piss me off. They keep knocking on this door. I gotta clean this bathroom up first. Because they're gonna be like, what happened in here? What happened? You should be having no blood out in the bathroom like that. That's nasty at work. I was like, oh my God, I'm over this sink. I'm like, man, I feel like I'm feeling lightheaded. I'm feeling dizzy. It's still running. It's still bleeding. But eventually it stopped. But yeah. So that was my deal. Because I was like, oh, look at Tabitha Brown. Let's see that again. Because I kind of like, she told it way better than I could. And what they saying in the comments over here. Yes, keys in the back.
Back. So when I was little, and Chance, okay, whenever somebody got a bloody nose, they would take keys and run them down your neck or in your back.
No.
Nick is saying nobody ever did that to him.
Wait a minute. Take a set of keys.
Because look, yes. So last week, Quest had his nose was running. We took the keys and ran it down the back of his neck, and that stopped the nose from bleeding. You ain't never did that. Have anybody else ever?
And never will.
It worked. Google it. I bet it's in there. Anybody else know about them keys?
Okay, so on here, this person, they Googled it. I didn't Google it. They said that the cold keys works because of the mammalian dive reflex to stop nosebleeds. Dive reflex? What is, I mean, like what, diving? Like literally diving? If I dive and I feel like this going down, what, I mean, I'll probably have to look into that a little bit more, but it sounds like something. Let's see. They say throw a head back, squeeze the nose. What else they say? I like to read the comments too. Y'all can read the comments for me. We ain't doing nothing this Saturday. Okay? They talking about reading Bible verses. All that. Cold keys or a butter knife. What the butter knife? Something about the cold thing hitting the nerve, causing the blood vessels to constrict. Oh, now that makes more sense to me. You know, I'm on the science side of these things. Yeah, because I'm like, I don't know a whole lot about the dive reflex. Okay, so okay, constriction, because we want that. Because sometimes you can use these nasal sprays, like the ones that's for like allergies. They also constrict the blood vessels, which should also stop it from bleeding. I should just went out there and got some Flonase or something squeezed in my nose. That's I'm just finding this out. I'm today years old. But let me drop this link because I mean, you got questions or now? Because I just like, wanted to act like I was getting on here because I told somebody they want to challenge me. And they ain't even in here. Talking about, can I do 4 nights in a row? I could do hours and hours and hours. I can do this for hours. I'm just talking to y'all anyway. Sit and talk to you for hours. I can't drop this link though. Every time I get ready to do it. Every time I try to leave. Let's see. Oh man. Oh, you would think that. Hold on, y'all. For any questions in the Pharmacy After Dark, join me on the panel. Join me. Hit the link. Join me tonight. Let's say that. Join the Pharmacy After Dark. I'm going to put this on a different channel. I got a different channel, y'all. It's called Welcome to the Pharmacy After Dark, where we talk about all things dark and after hours. I could do this for hours. Paste. All right, let's see. All right, if y'all want to hit the link, it's out there. There it is. It's available. It's available. I mean, I feel like my name should be lit up if it's my show. Okay, here you go. Okay, y'all see it? I could do this for hours and hours and hours. Wait. Oh, wait. Did I do it right? Should there be a space in there? Let's try it. I'm going to just do this because I'm trying to be too fancy and I was not ready. How do you, I mean, can I pin comments at this point? I mean, I don't even know. It don't matter. We live and it's late. Okay, and y'all have any other questions in the chat? People always coming up asking me about random things, but y'all don't be want to ask them when we online. Y'all want to ask me in private, and I'll be like, look, you need to ask me on my channel so I can have something to talk about. Other people have the same questions. They just, don't be afraid to ask these questions. It's nothing that's embarrassing, not to me, because first of all, I'm not judging you. I don't come here to judge. I don't judge. I don't judge in my personal life. I don't judge in my professional life. Okay, who is this? 5th one? What's D in here? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. What's going on here? What's down here? What we doing? Tonight we're having a Q&A session with the pharmacist who's not on duty. No one's, we're not monetizing. Oh my goodness. These nuts on your chin. Oh, now we're gonna do that. It is late though. So, I mean, that's how we coming in. That's how we coming in. Just kidding. Okay, fifth one. You have my attention. You got it. The end. D's okay. I got you. I got you. You're funny. Keep watching. I love it. Okay. At least you're active in the chat. Okay. Yes. We got trolls in the chat. We got trolls in the chat. I mean, to me, that made me feel like, we got something cool going on. People just randomly dropping in here with, these random comments. And, we do have, questions about these nuts. They will have questions about those as well. So, this is after dark. So we expect those kind of questions. Okay. All right. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We're not answering those type of questions. This is not this type of channel. Okay. But you need to seek out some help if you need that. All right. All right. So other than that, let's keep going. What else can we talk about? We got the nosebleeds. This is regular stuff. These kind of questions that I get on a daily basis. People ask me about stuff like that. Amanize dropping her link in the chat. You guys go ahead and follow her. Thank you, Amanize. What else? What else, y'all? So it's a Saturday night. What else I got going on? If y'all want to join the panel, hit the link. Or if you want to keep on asking questions in the chat, then you can do that as well. I'm not here for a long time, but I'm here for a good time on a Saturday night. And I want to touch bases with y'all because y'all need to get more familiar with me. Right? Right. And I want to talk to y'all about my nosebleeds. What else we got going on? Amanize says, what can you take OTC for neuropathy? Let's see what you could take. A lot of things are like topical. They're like creams. There's nothing you can take per se, like by mouth, like pregabalin, no Lyrica, nothing like that, no gabapentin. All those things are prescription. But there are a few ointments I guess you can use over the counter that's for neuropathy because they'll use it for they'll use it for that. They also use it for shingles. So those kind of creams, they all the same. I gotta be looking at a lot of them, but it's nothing you can take by mouth. These topical creams, you can find them with all of the pain medications and creams in the same space with like the diclofenac gel. What is this other one? It's like this stuff is not really FDA approved, but like the emu, that boost arm with those old kind of stuff. And there are actually creams that say it's called neuropathy. And what's this other one? I can't think of it. But yeah, one of them is called actually like neuropathy. It's they ointments and creams, but they don't have anything you can take by mouth. You gotta get prescription for those drugs. But thank you for your question, Almond. Well, what else? Um, yes. Let me see what other questions I had on here. I wrote some of them down. Y'all not be paying attention, but I don't, because people ask me the same stuff all day long. What else? I don't know. I really, after I get off this stream, I'm gonna be doing my puzzles. And I'm trying to figure out some kind of way that I could talk to y'all and do these puzzles at the same time. That's really what my goal is. And then I can really like talk to y'all. I mean, I'll still be paying attention and listening to what y'all saying, but I'm also gonna be trying to get my puzzle together. Okay. Uh, have you ever heard of eye honey? Mm-mm. What do they use eye honey to treat? Mm. Oh, it's the lead attorney. He said, shout out to the puzzles. Yes. I'm still trying to figure out a way that I could do the puzzles and, answer questions at the same time. I haven't quite figured it out yet. I haven't figured it out. But I have one I'm working on at the moment anyway. So if I could just figure that part out, then I'll be good to go. Y'all gonna get like 2 for 1s over here. And shout out to the lead attorney. When we got important people come up here, we gotta give them a round of applause. Thank you for showing up tonight, lead attorney. Thank you. Almond says, apparently you use it like eye drops to treat a number of issues. Eye honey. What could they be treating? conjunctivitis, pink eye. But I mean, I'm not putting honey in my eye. Put honey on the eye. To treat what? Red eye, pink eye, seasonal allergies, itchy eye. I mean, honey has a lot of, medicinal uses. Yeah, I mean, I'm a fan of honey. I like products like for my hair that got honey in it. But honey in the eye, is it a drop? Almond eye, almond eyes. Speaking of eyes, need to turn to speaking of almond eyes. Almond eyes say lead. Still ain't said on my channel. Almond eyes. Yeah, but yeah, guys. So the honey in the eye to treat pink eye, to treat what? I don't know about that one, almond eyes. I haven't heard it, but I will do a little bit of research so that next time we talk about this or somebody else randomly asks me about this, then I would know the answer. But a lot of times I just recommend Zatador. Zatador comes in an orange box and ZAD. That's what I was like. They be like, where is it? So I got to walk outside so many times because people like, they don't want you tell them the answer to the question. They like, can you help me find it? Like, where is it? I'm like, okay, I walk in. I get my steps in every day. I get all my steps in. Like, it's over here, it's in an orange box, ZAD. But I recommend Zatador for everything because I mean, for pink eye, for allergies, for red eye, for itchy eye, whatever your eyes have going on, Zatador. Yeah, eye doctor would recommend Zatador as well. So that's what I use in my eye. That's what I use for eyes. I recommend that as well. Even that time, did I tell y'all? Probably told y'all this story before. I don't know if it was COVID or not. I never had it. Let me knock on wood or drum roll, please. But during the time of when COVID was going on, there was a thing that was like called COVID eye. And I never had it, but I never had COVID, but my eye was really red. It was so red. I don't even know why it was red, but I was noticing a lot of people were coming in the pharmacy with the red eye like that. It was bloodshot. My whole eye was red. It was so embarrassing. I would wear those goggles. I would wear anything like to come out because I was really embarrassed to come to work with my eye so red like that. It looked like somebody had hit me in the eye. But nobody hit me in my eye. People, you need to keep your hands to yourself. But my eye was so red. It was so embarrassing. So Zatador, I used that then. I would just say like one drop every 12 hours. I was like, I gotta get the red out. It was so red and it was scary. It was embarrassing. People would be like asking me questions and I would be talking to them, but I would notice that they were looking at my eye. I had gonna call out. Because I was like, they looking at me like somebody hurt me. But nobody hurt me. And other people had the same red eye. They had the same COVID eye. Look it up. Y'all can look that up. Tabitha Brown say look up, their keys in the back. But go look up that COVID eye situation. I had the eye. My eye was so red. I was so ashamed. I was like, I can't come to work tomorrow. I can't come tomorrow. Today was a little bit traumatic for me. Because, you forget about it because it's not like it hurts. It's not like your vision is blurry or anything like that. It's like, but your eyes red, So you just kind of walk around, doing your usual. And then someone says, hey, what can I get for my 6-year-old who has a runny nose? And, and I'm like, oh, well, asking a series of questions. And then, I'm like, okay, well, they can get this. And then they like, I see a little something. I see something that reminds me that my eyes red. How they look at me, they looking at me like, okay, well, I'm going to go get this thing you suggested, but you need to take care of that eye, sweetie. They be like, you too pretty to have an eye like that. Like, nobody hit me in my eye. It's just, I guess so. I don't know what it is, but nobody hit me. Okay, let's get that straight. Okay, we got accountability in the chat. Hey, how you doing? Thank you guys for showing up tonight. It's so late. We ain't partying on a Saturday night, or maybe y'all out looking at your phones while y'all out. I appreciate whatever you're doing. I appreciate all of that. Thank you, accountability, for getting in this chat and commenting. Because I'm gonna recognize all of you. Sometimes the comments come up on here on the StreamYard, but sometimes they don't. Some of them I see on here, and some of them I don't see on here. Okay. Um, Almanac says this is by Four Visions. What, the honey eye situation? Do they sell it at big retail pharmacies? Because if they don't sell it at the big retail pharmacy where I work at, or unless you up in the Eckerts where some people in the chat be going, they be up in Eckerts. I say they be up in Eckerts. It look like Eckerts to me, you know. The brown paper bags like they used to put in my top lip when my nose was bleeding, they got the kind of Eckerts. Yes. I don't work for CVS. So I'm gonna talk about them. I don't care. They and even that's true, I be thinking about quitting my job every day. See, if I go to them, they gonna pay me. I know it's a chain right now. They like, they have a bidding war on if I'm gonna come or not. I ain't going though. I want to quit the job I got. I want to quit and then I want to come back because I want to get a sign-on bonus. I got a sign-on bonus when I first started working, but they got some new sign-on bonuses. It's like I need to quit and come back. But I already know they're gonna be playing games with me, even though they know they need pharmacists right now. But we're not gonna get into that. That's not what I'm doing this time of night. Cause I will get on a rant. I get on a rant, and when I get on something, I don't get off. I be on it till I feel satisfied. Till I feel like it's enough. I'm gonna keep going. Okay. All right. Almanac says it works. The big Z takes care of it all. Yes, Zatador. I'm recommending, but not recommending it because I'm not your pharmacist, but I do that. Anything wrong with my eye, they be like, oh, well, I don't know if I have pink eye now. I'm like, does it feel crusty? Does it feel like you got some dirt in your eye, but it's not? Does it feel like it's gritty? Yeah. When you wake up in the morning, is it goopy? Like, does it look like it's mucus? Yeah. Okay, you got pink eye. You need this, what you need right here. I told you that. Well, I'm not sure what it is. It's like no matter what it is. It don't matter what it is. It don't matter. That's just like harmonize. That Zatador, it's gonna take care of whatever your problem is. You feel like you got eye itch? Because I'm like, man, my eyes just started to feel like I got a eyelash up in here somewhere. Like, can I get it out? It ain't nothing in your eye. It's nothing in your eye. It's pink eye. Okay. I'm telling y'all, that's what it is. You can put a compress on it. You can get all this style, all this other stuff over the counter. Don't even waste your money on it because it's not going to work. It's not going to work. You can get the Zatador off for some temporary relief until it, takes care of itself. And this is not me making recommendations to y'all. Excuse me. This is me sharing information with you all. I mean, we up tonight anyway. Some of y'all just out, If you out here tonight and you run up on somebody, you all up in their face and they all up in your face, and you wake up in the morning and you like, dang, I feel like it's like a bunch of rocks in my eye. My eye feel like somebody poured a pile of dirt in it. My eye's so gritty. What is this? It's like snot in my eyes. This is mucus. That's an infection. They gave you the pink eye. Yeah. So yeah, accountability is laughing because I said, welcome to the chat. Amanda says, I used to work at Eckers in a pharmacy in high school. Girl, Eckers, we never cleared that up either on the past stream. If Eckers was CVS or Rite Aid or any of those guys, I don't even know. But Eckers, they was high, but it's 2024. Somebody else in the chat, they still going to Eckers and Eckers don't exist, but they be at these grimy CVSs. But anyway, accountability says, so pharmacies poach other pharmacies for good employees. Is that a thing? Yes, indeed. Oh, yeah, it's a thing. Don't let them fool you. They will be out here like, well, we're going to have everything, we have all this technology and, they're going to replace the pharmacists. No, it ain't nothing. for another district manager, other pharmacists to come in the store, give you a business card, or they'll even call you. You be like, man, no, hey, oh, hold on. Slide it to me. Slide it to me. Like, don't come up here. I'm still working for these folks. I can't be acting like I'm entertaining this kind of offer. But how much you said? You got me thinking. You definitely got me thinking. You put some on my mind with that. You put some on my mind now. Y'all got sign-on bonuses too? Well, where I'm at right now, this what they offer. Then they be like, well, but you got to quit. They ain't offering it to you. You a current employee. You not a new employee. I'm like, you are right about that. You are right about that. And then other pharmacists be like, well, you could get, are you going to come over here? Because I'm going to get a referral. I'm going to get this for referring you over here. Can you, come on, man, you still going to be working over there? I'm like, but I'm a manager. I'm a big dog, And then you the big dog over here. Both of us can't be here, So if I come here, I gotta be under you. Yeah, I already know you, Wanch. You told me. I know how you do. I know how you are. I know how I am. Me and you gotta understand that we gonna just be transferring these prescriptions. You work at that. That's your place. This is mine. But I'm like, dang, we both could get this money. But yeah, they all day long. They just recycling. The same people going, it's like, oh hey, I ain't know you left and went over there. Yeah, I had to go on leave because blah blah blah. You just worked with them last week. It's the same people. I don't care where you're at. You big city, you in small town, these same pharmacists going around to the same, all of them. All of them go to the same stores. Accountability says no to self. Don't watch PP&P while eating dinner. What did I say? What was I talking about? Nosebleeds. I mean, it's late. It is late. You shouldn't be eating this time without accountability anyway. I mean, you accountability. Yeah, I'll check out his channel. Okay. Almanac says Rite Aid bought Eckers, but didn't change all of them over. So a lot of them, they just put the name up. Okay, well, if Rite Aid bought Eckers, Walgreens bought Rite Aid. I told y'all that deal went through when at the end of Obama term, when Trump got in office. That's when they finished that whole deal. That was a big money situation. And to me, it wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth it. Ain't nothing been right since. I'm gonna be honest. They should have just left the folks where they was, because then Rite Aid had brought out Rite Aid had bought Eckers a long time ago. Then, if they did, then Rite Aid bought Fred's Pharmacy, which they barely had any of them anyway. Then they sold some of the Fred's back to Fred's, whoever. Then they started buying out all the independents. Well, you gotta do a buyout. It's like so much drama. Like, oh my goodness. Oh, y'all don't even know, like getting all the records transferred and all these people that be coming from these different places and they don't be wanting to come. They be like, well, at my other pharmacy, it's like, oh, I got to do this again. Here we go. Everybody that's coming in here that's brand new, y'all line them up and let them just come on over here with me. And then we got to go ahead and set the ground rules of this is how we work over here. You need something done, you need to talk to me. I don't care. I don't care about who used to work at that other place because they closed, okay? They sold y'all out. They sold you out. They sold your prescriptions to this company. They sold them. Understand that that's what happened. They sold your prescriptions to this place. And they went on out of business. They got their severance packages and they're gone. Okay. Now you're being forced to deal with me. I understand what you're going through. I understand. I know it wasn't your choice to come here, but it's going to be your choice to come here. You're going to choose me. At this point, moving forward and backwards, you're going to choose me. I'm going to be your choice. Because you're going to be like, after you start dealing with me, you're going to be like, that old pharmacy I used to go to, They never did this. And I was afraid because this is a chain. And people usually don't treat you like this at a big chain. I know. I know. And you're welcome. So get rid of all that, messed up mindset you have and just come on here. Let me help you. But I mean, that's just me. A lot of pharmacists don't work like me. They don't. They don't care. They don't care. Especially in retail. They don't, first of all, they don't want to work retail. I'm just gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. Yeah, no, I'm gonna just tell the truth over here. That's what I do. If you don't want to be real, I understand if you don't, my content doesn't resonate with you because I'm gonna be real. Okay. Some of the pharmacists, they don't care like I do, especially in retail. Okay. They don't want to deal with all these different people and their personalities, some that are good and some that are not so good. They don't want to deal with that. And they don't have the patience. It's like we already been through too much to be dealing with this. We've been through too much already. I don't want to deal with you and 17 other people acting like you. Okay, they don't want to deal with that. But me, come deal with me. Okay, I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna get into it with you. I'm gonna do it. Cause I gotta break you first. I gotta break you. I gotta break your mindset. You already thinking when you come up in here like, oh, well, no. Nope. Don't even try me. I'm gonna get you prescriptions. That's what you're here for. All that extra, you can leave it out. Okay. I says it wasn't no Rite Aid left. It wasn't no Rite Aid. Wait, what? Left here in North Carolina, but Walgreens everywhere. They're on every corner. The corner of happy and healthy. Notice everyone you see is gonna be on a corner. Pay attention. You like, this is the corner. This is the corner of David Drive and Hallsbury Road. This is the corner. Yeah, they always on the corner. They on all the corners of happy and healthy. I'm not an ambassador. I ain't an ambassador for them. I just, y'all know I just go to work and get paid. Now I'm going home. Okay. So yeah, but y'all got any other questions in the chat? I mean, I just jumped on here because I'm trying to prove a point to somebody that used to work with me. Like, I can be on YouTube. I get on here. This is the third night in a row. I'm up anyway. I'm just gonna press the button because it be so hard. It be hard. It be hard. I'm like, I got so many other things I need to be doing right now, but I don't. I kind of don't because when I get out here in a little while, I'm gonna get back on my puzzle. That's why I wish I could I need to figure out how to do my puzzles on here. Is that something y'all think y'all want to look at? Probably not. I mean, if I'm gonna be talking at the same time, I'm just talking anyway. I'm just sitting here. Maybe if I had some kind of overhead camera. Um, I'm gonna think about it. I'm gonna think about that. I'm gonna think about that a little bit, and I'm gonna come back with it. I don't know if I should put it on this channel or if I put it on my other channel that I'm getting ready to start. But I mean, whatever y'all will see it. I'm just trying to figure out how I'm gonna do that, the puzzles, and then that's how I'm gonna do that. So this what I'm be doing when I get off here in a minute. I'm going right back to the table and finish putting my puzzle together. I started about a day or so ago. I had a puzzle. I was working on it way too long because I had a rough week. I should just start a vlog, and start. But I can't tell y'all about my current situations because I just can't. But just know it's juicy as always. I need a personal channel to just come and vent. Okay. Amanai says, you're right, never paid attention. I don't know what it was, but I mean, Oh, yeah, they all on the corner. They are on the corner. Corner of happy and healthy. They always on the corner. And a lot of times at a busy intersection, but they're always on the corner. Y'all look now when y'all see them Walgreens moving forward, you're gonna see them they're gonna be on the corner. Humble Manifested Richard says, it makes sense now since I don't see the Rite Aids anymore. Yeah, Walgreens said I'm telling you, I know exactly when that deal went through. It was when Obama was going out of office and Trump came in office because it went on about 2 years. It went on a long time. It was in limbo. They did not want to let Walgreens buy Rite Aid. They didn't. And I'm like, they should have never done that. But I don't care. I'm down here, I'm at the store level. I ain't up here with the higher ups. You know, I'm gonna just stay here because I don't want a whole lot of responsibilities because I still like to have a life. So when I leave work, I leave it at work. I'll talk to y'all a little bit about drugs and stuff like that on the internet, on social media. But as far as like, I'm like gun ho about this. Mm-mm. When I leave work, I'm off. Okay. Accountability says TLA string playing chess. So a puzzle might work. Yeah. But that's online though, The chess was online, it was interactive. It's kind of a little bit more involved. It's a little bit more fun and interesting than puzzles. That's just for me. Y'all would have to get enjoyment out of just watching me, which I ain't doing nothing right now, but just sitting here and talking to y'all. So it could work. It could work. I gotta figure out though. Cause him playing chess, it was a little bit, people could join him, they could play against him. It could be like, a whole rivalry thing. But I can't do that with the puzzles. Which y'all gonna be like, oh, there's a corner piece, there's an outside, like how can I make that interactive? I mean, this is still part of the Q&A. We still, we discussing this. What you think, accountability? What do you think? And if leaders in here, what do you think as well? Yeah, so I'm trying to figure out how I could do that. And I guess it could be on a Q&A night. I should do maybe these once a week, maybe. He's laughing and I said at a corner piece. Cause I mean, like, we like, oh, there's one way over there. You need to, like, how can we do that? How can we do that? And for those of you who are coming in, I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna do puzzles online and how I'm gonna show y'all and do that and answer your questions at the same time. I can multitask now. I'm not ambidextrous, but I can multitask. Okay. Wait. I love it. Okay, but yeah. So I'm trying to figure out how to do that. And those of you on replay gang, if you have any ideas or suggestions about any of this too, leave it in the comment section, if you're watching this later on. Okay. So I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna do that. But we'll get into that another time. Other than that, guys, what y'all think? What y'all think? Any other questions about any retail stuff? Retail pharmacy? Y'all can ask me some serious questions. But like I said, I do retail and retail, I'm gonna tell y'all a secret. They pay us. The retail pharmacists get paid the most, but we after we do the same thing for so long, it's like, it kind of becomes muscle memory. And it's like, okay, if we want to switch from working in retail pharmacy and we want to try to go to hospital pharmacy, we don't have to we gotta reprogram our brains because now right now we fast. We fast, we seeing the same, diabetes, hypertension, cholesterol, all of y'all now want to get the weight loss drugs. We seeing that. It's like we don't have to think about that a whole lot. But if we work in a hospital pharmacy, inpatient, outpatient, ambulatory care, whatever, we gotta, start back using our clinical training. And it's like you gotta reset your brain. So when you ask me questions, certain things I do on a daily basis, some of it's like, I don't remember that unless from when I was in school. I was looking at this thing today. Y'all know I be watching all kind of crazy stuff, 60 days in, stuff like that. And I was looking at like they have like prison pharmacists, correctional facilities. They got pharmacies, but the way they presented it and they was talking about it, you would think they had a pharmacy in the prison. I was like, is this inside of there? Because I was thinking sometimes when I'm at work, we would get calls from the jails and the prisons, and they would be like, do you have a profile for this patient? They would give us a name. We would tell them, whatever this person is taking, if they ever use the pharmacy. But I'm like, where are their drugs? Because sometimes a relative or a person, it's a family member of the person that's in prison or jailed. Because I guess it's jail if they just like you went this weekend or you know, waiting on try. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know about that. I know pharmacy. That's all I know. But they would like come pick up the prescription and then they would take it to them. So when I saw this thing about the prison pharmacies, I'm like, they got a pharmacy in the prison. They was fooling us. It was clickbait because it's a central filling location. That means they not attached to the place. They don't have like a pharmacy inside of the jail or the prison. It's a whole nother facility where like they central fill. They fill everything there and then they ship it to them, at the prison. I'm like, man, I'm thinking they up in there. I had a professor one time. He was like a psych, what's the word? I don't know. He used to do psych drugs and he used to do consultations with, people in prison. And he would like do they psychological type drugs. Ooh, I kind of like this class, but it was like, ooh, these people, ooh, it's interesting. It's so many different areas of pharmacy that people don't even know about. They think, when you think of pharmacy, you only think about people like me, because I'm up in the store and you walking up to me telling me your prescription ain't ready and what can you get for, running nose if you got high blood pressure and this is okay to take if you have diabetes. But it's so many different types of pharmacists that people can be. And some of them like real interesting. It's interesting because I interact with people, different personalities every day. But like, it's interesting. So many different avenues that people don't know about. Yeah, let's see. Um, Humble Riches of Manifest says, what surges or creep up in prescriptions do you see now? What surges or creep ups in prescriptions do I see now? What do you mean? Like this time of year? I don't. I'm not sure what you're asking me. But I can tell y'all something else. Uh, I talked about this on a different stream. Uh, the hot girl summers and the hot boy, what is it, city boys? The drugs, they coming in. They starting early. They ain't even let spring get here. When does spring start? I don't know. It's March. When does the spring start? Because they already getting hot in here. It's getting hot in here. I'm like, oh no, metronidazole. Oh no, to zithromycin. So soon. It ain't even warm yet. It's still a little cool outside. We had another another week of cold weather. I'm in Mississippi. It's kind of cool here. We're down by the bluffs of the Mississippi, of the mighty Mississippi. Well, can you rephrase that question? Because I'm not exactly sure that I understand what you're asking me, Humble Manifest. Ask me, rephrase it. I want to make sure I'm answering the right thing. Accountability says, if you could create any imaginary medication with any effects, what would it be and why? There was this movie called, with Bradley Cooper. Was it Invincible? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Let me look this up. But that's my dream drug. Let me see. Let me Google it real quick. Hold on. Limitless. I'm gonna tell you, I would do that. It was like, we use whatever percentage of our brains, right? At current state. Let me see. Let me see what it is. What percentage? So what percentage is it? Do they say the use of your brain? Give me just a moment, guys. One moment, please. Misuse of their brains. What did they say? Hello. It says we use around 65%. Wait a minute. Oh, wait, no, 65% of Americans, only use 10% of our brains. Okay. A Accountability says we use 4 to 6% of our brain. So with that limitless drug, I think we was like, it was way higher than 4 to 6. You use your whole brain. So that's my dream drug. Something like that. Because I don't know what I could tap into with my brain like that. I'm only using 4 to 6%, and I've come this far. I really would like, I know I should say something like, peace on earth, world peace. And I want to find a drug that's going to cure cancer, AIDS. If we had a limitless drug, we could still do those things. Because, if I'm using my whole brain, I can make that easy. If I'm only using 4 to 6% right now. That's just my thoughts. Something like that, though. Because I'm like, that's like Adderall on 3,000. I'm just saying, we could get so much work done. We could, invent other drugs that could do all of the stuff we needed to do if we could just use, all of our brain. So, go back to your question. That's what I would do. And that's why. Because, if we got the brain power to do like all of this other stuff, that would just solve everything. There. And world peace. That's miscongeniality, world peace. Because, I be like, sometimes I go way up here, when I'm thinking and I'm talking. And then sometimes, I will go blonde and I'll be like, world peace. World peace. Because I do pageant, we pageant girls too. We brainiacs and we into science, but we're also into pageants. You got to be a total package, You got to give them all of it. Almanac says, March 19th is the first day of spring. Okay, we almost there, but some people couldn't wait. They've started their hot girl and their city boy summers already. They've already gotten it started. So, Humble Manifest of Riches says, do you see any surge in little known prescriptions becoming more popular? Let me think. Little known prescriptions. That sounds something like orphan drugs. And a lot of times when they're little known, which means they don't have a lot of money backing them, which means that they don't have commercials. They don't have these drug reps pushing them. They don't have us ordering them. Little known. Not really. Not really. Everything that's going on is going on, and that's by design. Okay, and there ain't nothing wrong with me saying that. I can say that. If it's a drug that people don't know about, it's just gonna be what you call an orphan drug. And then they just kind of fade out. Or people who have like rare situations where they absolutely need this particular drug, then whatever. But no, all the drugs that people are using are all the ones that are popular. And that's, like I said, that's commercial, that's by design. Okay. But long as they working, long as they do what they're supposed to do, I'm okay with that. I they've like, oh, can you go ahead and buy in? We always got to buy in. It still got to make sense and it still got to be reasonable. It has to work for me. I still got my own principles and morals, whatever. But I will bend on some things. I ain't, putting nobody in danger or nothing like that. But I still work for the man. Tired of working for him. If y'all can go ahead and help me get these hours. Woo! On a Saturday night. He says, what food would you make into a drug? What food would I make into a drug? Or what food would I like to have without like any kind of, negative consequences, like gaining weight or something like that? What food would I make into a drug? I don't even know. I mean, it has to have a health benefit. or just something that I like make it a drug? I guess if I want to say it's a drug, it has to have some kind of health type benefit. That if it's gonna identify as a drug. Hmm. Let me think about that. Let me think about that. Hmm. Food into a drug. Maybe fish. They got a lot of omega acids in there anyway. And I always think that that's brain food. So yeah, fish. There's my final answer. Final answer. I need to. Yeah. Final answer. What can I do for that? Fish. Any kind of fish. Except the bottom feeder fish. Even though I do eat catfish too. I don't care if they swimming at the bottom. I will eat catfish. But I like, the ones that make you smart. Said I'll take it. Yeah, fish. That's my final answer. I eat a lot of fish. I eat a lot of chicken. I think it makes you smart, and I think it keeps your skin clear. That's just, some of that you could be supported by scientific, uh, inquiries, experiments. But I'm just telling you, that's how we roll. If you need the omega fatty acid, you need that. This is not me making a recommendation or a suggestion. This is me just sharing information with you guys about my experience. This is not my professional experience. Keep my license. Y'all know how I am about that. That's important to me. Yeah, I've had to work hard for that. I had to sacrifice a lot of stuff. It'd be a lot of times, when you're in school, you like, man, you feel like you're missing out. People already, like they already grown, they already working their jobs. They don't have to take any more exams. And you're like, dang. But you go ahead, you make the sacrifice, and you'll be okay. You need to, even like taking a Naplex and all that stuff and being in school, because it's like when you keep going to school and your friends are already out, they been out, they working, they dating, they getting married, and you like, man, I gotta take another test, you know. But it's worth it. It's worth the sacrifice. It's worth the sacrifice. So you just go ahead and sacrifice that time, study for your test, pass your exams, get your license, go to work, shut up, enjoy your life. Okay, so yeah, and eat fish. What is that? Is that a pescatarian? Is that the word for that? Or is that like people who eat nuts and stuff like that? I don't know. I be knowing, but I don't know. I used to have a lot of useless information. I enjoy like I have knowing a little bit about a lot of stuff. That's my goal in life. I be like I always want to go on Jeopardy too. I did. That's not important right now. We'll talk about that another time. Even though this is a freestyle kind of night, I'm just doing Q&As, and I do appreciate y'all being here. But looks like y'all all finish up with your questions, the few questions that y'all had, and I do like some of the questions that y'all did ask me. So I might try. I can't make no promises because y'all know me. I don't like to lie to y'all. I'ma try. We'll see if I could do a Q&A. I'm saying once a week. Because sometimes I be like, I don't want to answer no more questions. Okay? Homework Manifest says, would you ever retire and resurface on the marketing side? No, I'm not a salesman. No, sir. I'm gonna tell you something. That's another thing about me too. I'm not a business owner. I don't like to I don't like to solicit. I don't like to solicit. I don't like to be in charge. I'm a supporter. I somebody else got to be running it. I don't want to have to think about stuff like that. I don't want to do that. So if I had like the marketing, if I have to solicit, I have to go out here. First of all, I don't want to buy. I don't want to apply. I'm just telling y'all the truth. And if I got to be like, okay, well, this is how we're going to sell this drug and how we're going to present it, I would probably do research and development. I would probably do that. I'm interested in that. Even though I'm not completely sold on doing research because when I was an undergrad, I would do these research programs during the summer. Well, I would make a couple $1,000s. Because because I be, I gotta get my money during the summertime because I have things to do, when school start back. And I'll do a research program and I'll be there. I'm results driven. And I guess we're gonna go ahead and get into talking about me. And I like to get results like ASAP. I like to take a test. I like to get a grade. I like to know what I made. Doing research is kind of like, it's never ending to me. It's like, okay, well, this is the hypothesis. We're going to test it out. Okay, cool. Well, we tested out what our hypothesis was. It's like, does it agree or disagree? It doesn't support this. Okay, so it's like, it's not a fail. We just got to go back to the drawing board and come back with another question. We never end. If we doing some kind of experiment, we I got to go present a poster somewhere. And we doing it on algae and how they do photosynthesis to produce oxygen and clean air. It's like, okay, well, we're just going to test it out. Okay, it didn't do what we thought it was going to do. Okay, so we fail. They're like, no, we just try something else. And then what? We come up with another question. And then we test out something else. I can't work like that. I'm like, so our stuff didn't work. It didn't do what we thought it was going to do. But they like, yeah, this didn't work. Okay. So is it like throw all this away? They're like, no. What's another thing? Well, since that didn't work, do you think instead of it being, CO2, was it O2? Now let's test that. I'm like, I need to finish. We're never gonna finish this. And that's cool because they keep getting money, they keep getting funded to just keep testing out different things. You can get paid during that too. But I need to know if what I think is right. I need to know it's gonna take off. And I need to okay, we done with that. Now we on to the next thing. I gotta finish. Research is you never finish. It's a scam. It's not a scam, but it's never ending. And I need some results. I gotta get the results. And they don't give you results. It's like, okay, what? We gotta let this sit up. We gotta run this PCR machine. This is whatever we're gonna do. And HeLa cells. I didn't even know back then what HeLa was with Henrietta Lack. That's a whole nother story for another day. I've worked with this stuff before. And I'm like, this came from her. These things, when I say literally, her cells are all over the world. We ordering this stuff from Russia. They're sending it in. We're testing out other stuff based on this standard. What? My mind was blown when I learned the real story behind it. That's not for tonight either. Even though, again, this is an open forum. That's what whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I'm not doing marketing because I don't want to solicit the people. I don't want to have to go out and get work. I don't want to have to go out. I don't want to do it. I want it to come to me. Where I work in retail right now, I ain't got to go to these people. They coming to me. I got what they want. I ain't got to be like, hey, guys, I could do it. I could do it because, I could do it. That ain't really my thing. And like I said, I thought I was going to be kind of interested in research and development. But like I said, I'm results driven. I know myself. I'm not going to tell you how old I am again on this stream because I done told you how old I was 1,000 times. I know myself though, and I like results. Research is never ending. It's like a puppy. You're like, oh, or it's like a pet. It's like a pet. You have a pet, like, oh, well, I'll say something like, oh, a pet, that's like a child that never grows up. You always got to let them out to use the bathroom. You always got to, put the food out for them. They never get to a point where they can get it themselves. They can't get it. Like kids, they grow up at some point. But their pets, they don't. You always got to feed them. You always got to, You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's how research is. Oh, well, that didn't work. Let's try another angle. I can't keep trying these angles because I'm like, what's going to work? That didn't work. Well, I got to do a whole nother deal. Okay. All right. I'm going to get off of there because I could be on talking about this kind of stuff like this all night long. The link is in the chat, guys. Y'all ain't got to hit it. I love what y'all doing getting active in this chat right now. Christopher Williams. Y'all up late. Thank y'all. I really didn't think y'all was going to be up here tonight because, y'all be another Saturday night. Yes. But I mean, I'm home on Saturday. I work today. I work tomorrow too. Y'all, y'all blessing me. And salute to you, Christopher Williams. Humble manifestation, that's job security. It is. Talk about the research. It is. But I don't have a mindset for that. Like I said, I want some results. I need to know. I need a final answer. With me, you can't be limbo. We can't be guessing. What is it? Is this it? All right. And then I need a path. I need to know. I gotta know. I can't be just like, okay, this is what we doing this time. No, that didn't work. Now what? Well, do you have a new hypothesis? It failed to reject the hypothesis. I hated it. I'm like, failed to reject. It's like, no. Is that it failed to reject? It accepts. Wait, like what? I would have to read them questions 17,000 times. I'm like, what? So fail to reject means accept. Wait, what? Tell y'all, and I had to take, my test. I do my best work in the morning time. At nighttime, I can't really think straight. I be on these streams at night because I work in the day, but I do my best work early in the morning. Just FYI, if anybody ever wants to know that about me. I stay up late, but I do my best work in the morning. So if I got test in the morning, oh, it's on. I got test at night. You never know what you're going to get. Forrest Gump in the box of chocolates. Humble Manifest says, what can you tell us about the HeLa cells, and can you do a video or series on that? You know what? Yeah. Yes. So, Henrietta Lack, Black woman, she was going to Johns Hopkins University. Johns Hopkins now is like, top tier medical, top tier, skill school. But at this time when she was going there, people were going there. It was a teaching hospital. And, a lot of times people, they go to these like dental schools. They go to these, teaching hospitals because they cheaper, or, you can get a paper plan, or you ain't got to pay, whatever. But they run tests on you, like Tuskegee experiment. I don't know who we got in the chat, hopefully I don't offend anybody, but y'all know our history with this kind of stuff. We just got out of Black History Month. Anyway, so this is the story. She had these cells. They thought they were cancerous. Evidently, they were glowing up under the microscope. They look at her cells, literally, they're glowing, right? They used her cells as a standard against every other cell. Like when I say how they replicate and things like that, it's a little bit more detailed. I would have to go. I read a book. I watched all the shows, but just get refreshed on it, make sure I'm telling y'all the story right. And they use that, like when we were doing like all these different these research programs, they were ordering like the HeLa cells from some lab up in the sky. I always say up in the sky because I don't know. It's just out in the world. But these cells, they use them everywhere. They use them in Russia. They use them in China. They use everywhere. Okay. Family never got no money from that. They didn't. But when you go in there and they're doing biopsies and different things like that, because that's what they did. They did a biopsy on her cells. And when they looking at them under the microscope, they're like, whoa, what is this doing? What is this doing? It's like something exotic is going on here. Person got credit for that, got paid for that, millions and billions of dollars, and they still using these cells from whatever year all the way up until now and up until the end of time. Like her cells are everywhere. They send her cells out of space. Like they everywhere. It's interesting. Thank you for this suggestion. I think I will. You know what? Thank you. That's why I talk to y'all. Sometimes, y'all provoke a lot of thought. I love it. 10 plus sounds. Welcome. Y'all see I upgraded my soundboard. Let me let y'all hear what I got. I got a kiss on here. I got the crowd. I got this. Where's my phone? My phone on the floor. I don't want to bend down to get it because I don't want y'all looking in the back of my studio. And then I got the cat. Y'all heard the cat's meow. Got that. Okay. And we got this. When we're talking about dark things, when we're talking about something that's kind of like a big deal, we're going to do that. And we also got to get me back on subject because y'all know I will get off track. I will do that. It's like, hey, let's get back to the story. Welcome to the chat, 10 plus sounds, and everyone else who is in here tonight. I'm NAllenRx. This is Pills, Potions, and Poisons. You are here on this channel tonight. We are doing Pharmacy After Dark. Y'all like that? All right. He's speaking to everyone, and welcome to the chat. Okay, guys. I'm on here, but y'all asking me some excellent questions. But at this point, I think we're gonna wrap it up. I think we're gonna wrap it up. I know you just got your 10 plus sounds and you hollering at everybody else that's in here. And I thank y'all for showing up tonight because this was kind of like, an impromptu stream and it was a Q&A. And I did get some good information from y'all tonight, some good suggestions. Hopefully I brought some value to your life as well. Because everything I do for you, and it's LOVEYOU from me to you. Okay, y'all need to learn that. Watch these streams. Watch how I do my hands, so y'all can learn ASL. Okay, I'll teach y'all a few other things. I don't really know any foreign languages. I took Spanish a lot. I took a lot of Spanish. I took Spanish in like elementary school, high school, and I took Spanish in college. But it's just just a poquito. It's Spanish is not so good. But I do know sign language. I remember a little of that. I know all the alphabets still. I still know, little things. Okay. This is how we're going to clap. It's different things that I can teach you guys. Okay. So I'll show y'all some of that if y'all want to know a little bit of that. We're going to figure out how I'm going to do these puzzles on here. Because that's my dream. That's my dream, guys. I want to learn how to do these puzzles online and do them with y'all. I really want y'all to see me doing a puzzle. And really, I just wanted to have something else to do while I'm talking to y'all because, I do like to multitask. Accountability says, I definitely learned something about live streaming watching this episode. I don't know how I'm going to take that. Hopefully, it was a good thing. Hopefully. This was not a plan. And I'm sure y'all know there was no script, not a real script involved. It wasn't an overly involved script, but it's late at night. It's Saturday. And, we got to get these hours in anyway. Other than that, guys, what do I always say at the end? Oh, these prescriptions, they keep piling up. Y'all know these phones, they never stop ringing. I'm NAllenRx, and I'm going to catch y'all over the next one. Have a wonderful night. Goodbye.